There's something almost mythical about a Cadbury Creme egg. A chocolate treat so beloved, it sparks a frenzy every spring. For a few fleeting months, these foil-wrapped delights take over supermarket shelves, tempting chocolate lovers with their rich, creamy centers. And then, just as quickly as they appear, they vanish, leaving behind only empty displays and the lingering taste of nostalgia. But this isn't just another chocolate egg. It's a confectionery masterpiece, perfected through decades of craftsmanship. That silky milk chocolate shell, the gooey fondant center that mimics a real egg yolk, and the precise, high-speed process that allows factories to create millions without a single mess. And when we say millions, we mean it. Over 500 million Cadbury Creme eggs are sold every year, with more than 200 million consumed in the UK alone. So, how does Cadbury achieve this delicious feat of engineering year after year? Let's step inside the factory and uncover the magic behind the world's most famous filled chocolate egg. The origins of the Cadbury Creme egg trace back to 1923, when Fry's, a British confectionery company, created the first ever fondant-filled chocolate egg. At the time, it was just another novelty treat, nothing groundbreaking. But that all changed when Cadbury took over in 1963 and started experimenting with the formula. By 1971, they had perfected the recipe, launching the Cadbury Creme egg as we know it today. And that's when things exploded. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Creme egg wasn't just another Easter candy. It became the Easter candy. Cadbury played marketing chess, introducing the limited time-only strategy that made them vanish after Easter. This built up demand so that when they finally reappeared next year, people went wild all over again. And then came the marketing genius, the legendary "How do you eat yours" campaign. Suddenly, eating a Creme egg became a personal statement. Some people nibble at it, some bite it in half, and others scoop out the fondant like a fine delicacy. This simple but clever ad campaign turned a chocolate egg into a cultural phenomenon, sparking debates, TV commercials, and even celebrity endorsements. Fast forward to today, and Cadbury is producing over 500 million Creme eggs every year, with peak production hitting 1.5 million eggs per day. These gooey delights are shipped all over the world, with the UK consuming over 200 million annually. And for some die-hard fans, a single season isn't enough. They freeze their Creme eggs to make them last all year. From a simple fondant-filled chocolate to a global Easter icon, the Cadbury Creme egg has cemented its place as one of the most beloved seasonal treats of all time. Here's a question: why are people so obsessed with Cadbury Creme eggs? If Creme eggs were available all year round, would there be as much hype for them during Easter season? We may never know the answer, but what we do know is Cadbury only sells them from January to Easter, and people go into full-on panic mode trying to stock up. It's like the McRib of the candy world. You know it'll be gone soon, so you crave it even more. Every Cadbury Creme egg starts with its signature chocolate shell, the foundation of this gooey masterpiece. But this isn't just any chocolate. It's Cadbury's signature dairy milk chocolate, formulated for the perfect melt-in-your-mouth experience. The process begins with half-egg molds, which are filled with liquid chocolate and then rapidly spun at high speeds. This centrifugal force ensures that the chocolate evenly coats the interior, creating a thin yet durable shell. It's a bit like when you swirl melted chocolate inside a bowl to coat it, but here it happens at industrial speeds with pinpoint precision. Getting this step right is crucial. If the chocolate is too thick, the shell could overpower the fondant filling. If it's too thin, it won't hold together properly. Machines monitor every shell for consistency in thickness and shape, ensuring each egg is identical, just waiting to be filled with its iconic gooey center. Once the liquid chocolate has been perfectly coated inside the molds, it's time to lock in that shape. The molds enter a precision-controlled cooling tunnel, where temperature and timing are carefully calibrated to ensure the chocolate hardens just right. If the chocolate cools too fast, it can become brittle and prone to cracking. If it cools too slowly, it might not set properly or could lose its smooth, glossy finish. The factory has this process down to a science, ensuring each shell comes out evenly hardened and with that signature Cadbury snap when bitten into. This cooling step also helps release the shells from their molds, keeping them in pristine condition before they move on to the next phase, getting filled with that gooey, sweet fondant center. Now for the magic. The fondant filling that makes a Cadbury Creme egg truly iconic. If you've ever cracked one open, you know it's not just a plain white center, but a gooey, golden yolk sitting inside, mimicking a real egg. This isn't just for looks, it's part of what makes every bite rich, creamy, and satisfyingly sweet. To achieve this effect, the factory uses a high-speed injection system. Each hardened chocolate shell is securely held in place while two precision nozzles inject the filling. The first nozzle pumps in the white fondant, forming the base layer, while the second adds a small swirl of yellow fondant right in the center, creating the signature yolk effect. But what exactly is this fondant? It's not caramel, not icing, and not quite melted marshmallow, but something in between. It's made using a special sugar inversion process which breaks down sucrose into glucose and fructose, giving it that smooth, velvety texture and slow, syrupy flow when you bite into it. It's designed to stay runny inside the shell while still being thick enough to hold its shape. This is the defining moment, the step where a simple chocolate shell transforms into a Cadbury Creme egg, delivering that irresistible, gooey sweetness that makes them a must-have treat every Easter season. Now that the fondant filling is nestled inside, it's time to close the egg and make it whole. The factory carefully aligns the top half of the chocolate shell with the filled bottom half, ensuring a precise fit. But simply pressing them together won't do. A seamless seal is crucial to prevent leaks and maintain the egg's perfect shape. To achieve this, the factory uses a controlled heat sealing process. The edges of the chocolate halves are gently warmed just enough to soften, allowing them to fuse together without melting or warping. The timing has to be flawlessly precise. Too much heat and the egg loses its shape. Too little and the halves won't bond properly, risking fondant oozing out. Once sealed, each cream egg is visually inspected and tested for a perfect, leak-free structure. Only eggs that meet Cadbury's strict quality standards move on to the next stage. With the eggs now fully formed, it's time for them to get wrapped and ready to hit the shelves. Each egg travels down a high-speed conveyor belt toward the wrapping machines, which are engineered to handle hundreds of eggs per minute. The wrapping process is a lightning-fast, precisely timed operation. Each egg is individually wrapped in that signature, brightly colored Cadbury foil, which isn't just for looks. It serves an important role in protecting the chocolate, keeping it fresh, intact, and safe from damage during transport. The automated wrapping arms grab each egg, place it into a sheet of foil, twist the end snugly, and seal it perfectly in just seconds. This ensures that every egg arrives as pristine as the moment it left the factory, ready to be stacked into multi-packs, display boxes, and Easter baskets worldwide. With each Cadbury Creme egg now perfectly wrapped, it's time to send them out into the world. The eggs are swiftly sorted and packed based on their destination. Some are placed into single packs for impulse buyers. Others are bundled into multi-packs for sharing or hoarding. We don't judge. And the rest are carefully stacked into massive pallets for large-scale shipments. These pallets are then loaded onto trucks and sent to distribution centers before making their way to supermarkets, candy stores, and convenience shops around the world. The process runs 24/7 during peak Easter season to meet the incredible demand, with Cadbury producing over 500 million cream eggs every year. From pouring the first drop of chocolate to sealing the final shipping box, the entire operation happens at remarkable speed and efficiency. It's this precision and scale that ensures cream eggs arrive fresh and fully stocked, ready for eager chocolate lovers to snatch them up before they disappear for another year. For something so small, the Cadbury Creme egg has stirred up some massive drama over the years. It's a beloved Easter treat, sure, but when Cadbury started messing with the formula, fans were not having it. In 2015, Cadbury made one of the biggest mistakes in its history. They changed the chocolate recipe in the UK. Instead of using their signature Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate, they switched to a cheaper cocoa mix. The result? Total outrage. Fans immediately noticed the difference, complaining that the chocolate tasted off, the texture wasn't the same, and the magic was gone. Social media erupted in fury, with longtime cream egg lovers threatening boycotts and demanding the old recipe back. But Cadbury stuck to its decision, claiming that most people wouldn't notice. Spoiler, everyone noticed. As if changing the recipe wasn't bad enough, Cadbury also shrank the cream egg and tried to act like nothing happened. Back in the day, cream eggs were a satisfying 39 grams of gooey, sugar-filled joy. But then, they quietly dropped to 34 grams. Did Cadbury really think no one would notice a 5-gram difference? Fans were quick to call it out, accusing Cadbury of shrinkflation, reducing the size while keeping the price the same. To make things worse, multi-packs in the UK were also cut from 6 eggs to 5 for the same price. Outrage. Absolute outrage. If you've ever tried a Cadbury Creme egg in the US and thought something tastes off, you're not imagining things. That's because Cadbury Creme eggs in the US aren't actually made by Cadbury. They're made by Hersheys. Why? Because Hershey owns the US rights to Cadbury's chocolate, meaning that American cream eggs are made with Hershey's chocolate, not the smooth, creamy Cadbury dairy milk that the UK gets. And guess what? People hate it. British expats living in the US have gone as far as smuggling the real UK versions into the country, because once you've had a proper Cadbury Creme egg, the Hershey version just doesn't cut it. Through recipe changes, shrinking scandals, and cross-Atlantic chocolate wars, the Cadbury Creme egg refuses to die. Love them or hate them, they still sell over 500 million every year. Because no matter how much people complain, when Easter rolls around, they just can't resist that gooey, sugary mess. What do you think about Cadbury Creme eggs? Let us know in the comments below. Also make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Did you know that Snickers holds the crown as the best-selling candy bar in the world, with over 400 million sold every year? But what makes it so special? And how did it rise to fame? Hi everyone, and welcome to Industrial Craft. Today we're diving into the sweet, nutty, and iconic world of Snickers, the best-selling candy bar in the world. From selecting the finest ingredients to the intricate processes behind its irresistible layers, we'll take you on a journey that unwraps the magic of this beloved treat. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Industrial Craft for more behind-the-scenes looks at the incredible stories and processes that bring your favorite products to life. And here's something to stick around for. By the end of the video, we'll share a surprising fact about Snickers that will leave you in awe. So let's get started and discover what makes Snickers an undeniable classic. Snickers, a chewy, gooey, chocolatey delight, has become a beloved global icon, but its roots trace back to a man with a vision, a dream, and a horse. In 1930, Frank C. Mars, a candy visionary, set out to create a treat that would stand out in the crowded candy market. Operating from his Chicago factory, Mars focused on one key principle: quality. With a deep commitment to that, Mars insisted on using only the finest ingredients, including fresh dairy milk, rich chocolate, and the highest quality eggs. His commitment to using real, premium ingredients was a defining characteristic that laid the foundation for Snickers' success and solidified its place as a symbol of indulgence. The name Snickers itself carries an interesting backstory. It wasn't chosen randomly. Instead, it was a tribute to the Mars family's favorite horse, aptly named Snickers. The name, which started as an inside family joke, went on to become one of the most recognizable candy bar brands in the world. However, in the UK and Ireland, Snickers was originally marketed as the Marathon Bar.
M-A-R-A-T-H-O-N Peanuts and caramel. Marathon. Peanuts and nougat. Marathon. Peanuts and chocolate. Comes up peanuts. Slice up the slice. Marathon. Roasted peanuts.
Extra peanut taste.
Comes up peanuts. Slice off the slice.
This was done to better suit local preferences, and it wasn't until 1990 that the brand unified its global identity, adopting the Snickers name across all markets. When Snickers first hit the market, it was priced significantly higher than its competitors. While other candy bars sold for around 5 cents, Snickers was introduced at 20 cents, a bold decision that initially raised eyebrows. This premium price point wasn't a mistake. It was a deliberate move that positioned Snickers as a high-quality, indulgent treat. This gamble paid off, and Snickers quickly became a household name, symbolizing both decadence and satisfaction. As time went on, Snickers expanded far beyond its original form. The brand diversified with spin-offs like Snickers Minis, dark chocolate versions, and even ice cream bars to cater to the growing demand for variety. Snickers even ventured into the health-conscious market with protein-packed Snickers bars, showing the brand's ability to evolve with changing consumer tastes. The early 2000s saw Snickers take on a quirky, fun identity, with deep-fried Snickers bars becoming a state fair favorite in the United States. This unexpected twist on the classic candy added a playful element to the Snickers legacy, further cementing its cultural significance. Snickers' success wasn't just due to the candy itself, it was also propelled by brilliant marketing. Perhaps the most iconic campaign of all is the unforgettable tagline, "You're not you when you're hungry." This clever, humorous approach resonated with audiences worldwide, tapping into a universal feeling and creating a bond between the product and the consumer. In 1984, Snickers reached an even higher level of recognition when it was named the official snack of the Olympic Games.
Pretty good hunger, and usually around 10 o'clock, I'll grab some. I'll grab a Snickers because it will fill the void, get me to lunch.
Packed with fresh peanuts, peanut butter nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate. Satisfies you. Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
I'm good now. I'm not hungry anymore.
Official snack food of the 1984 Olympic Games.
Mars secured this title with a hefty $5 million sponsorship, effectively solidifying Snickers as a global symbol of snacking. Even with its massive success, Snickers had to adapt over time. In 2004, the UK introduced the Manifesto for Food and Health, which aimed to reduce the size of many candy bars in response to health concerns. As a result, Snickers bars were downsized from 62.5 grams to 48 grams by 2013. Despite these changes, the brand's commitment to using top-tier ingredients and maintaining the quality that consumers love has kept Snickers a timeless treat across generations. The process of creating a Snickers bar is a fascinating blend of art, science, and precision engineering, ensuring that every bite offers the perfect harmony of nougat, caramel, peanuts, and chocolate. The journey begins with the creation of Snickers' signature nougat, the chewy base that forms the heart of the candy bar. The nougat is made by blending corn syrup, sugar, egg whites, and a pinch of salt, which are whipped together into a fluffy, airy mixture known as frappé. To elevate the flavor profile, freshly ground peanut butter is added, imbuing the nougat with a subtle nuttiness. The mixture is then cooked to exactly 165 degrees Fahrenheit before being transferred to a cooling station. Here, ice-cold rollers flatten the nougat to the perfect texture before it's moved to a stainless steel conveyor belt. Ready for the next layer. The caramel layer is where Snickers begins to show its true indulgence. In a separate station, fresh roasted peanuts are combined with warm, buttery caramel to create a rich, gooey mixture. The quality of the ingredients is unmatched, with Mars, the makers of Snickers, using around 99 tons of peanuts every day to ensure a consistent, robust crunch in every bar. The caramel peanut mixture is carefully poured over the nougat slab in a smooth, golden cascade. To ensure the caramel sets to just the right consistency, the slab is sent through a refrigeration tunnel. This process not only cools the caramel, but also ensures the layers bond seamlessly, creating the distinctive Snickers texture. The placement of the peanuts on the caramel layer is a step that demonstrates the meticulous precision involved in the production process. These aren't just randomly scattered. Each peanut is strategically positioned to guarantee an even crunch in every bite. On average, a regular Snickers bar contains 22 to 25 peanuts, giving it that satisfying texture that fans love. Once the nougat, caramel, and peanut layers are perfectly assembled, the slab is sliced into individual bars or fun-sized pieces, depending on product requirements. Next comes the most iconic part of the Snickers manufacturing process: chocolate enrobing. Each bar is coated in a rich layer of milk chocolate as it travels under a cascading chocolate waterfall. This step ensures complete coverage, with the bars evenly coated on the top, bottom, and sides. To give Snickers its unmistakable identity, a decorative chocolate squiggle is added to the top of every bar. This design, a hallmark of Mars products, not only enhances the aesthetic appeal, but also serves as a subtle branding element that makes Snickers instantly recognizable on shelves. After being coated in chocolate, the bars are cooled to set the coating before moving to the packaging phase. This is where the scale of Snickers production becomes truly astounding. State-of-the-art machinery wraps the bars at an incredible speed of 900 per minute, ensuring efficiency without compromising quality. Each wrapper is designed to protect the bar while preserving its freshness. And the branding is carefully printed to maintain consistency and appeal across global markets. The scale and precision of Snickers production are remarkable, with the main plant in Chicago producing millions of bars daily to meet global demand. The chocolate used in Snickers bars is sourced and processed to exacting standards, contributing to the bar's rich taste and smooth texture. Did you know that Snickers chocolate squiggle isn't just decorative? It's a functional addition that allows the company to quickly identify their products. Another interesting fun fact is that Snickers bars were declared the official snack of the 1984 Olympics, a title Mars secured with a $5 million sponsorship. This savvy marketing move further cemented Snickers' reputation as a beloved international treat. The candy bar's success can be attributed not only to its irresistible taste, but also to its adaptability in different contexts, from sports to culinary creations. One of the most notable applications of Snickers is in the world of sports. Athletes and fitness enthusiasts often turn to Snickers as an energy booster, thanks to its combination of peanuts, caramel, and nougat. This mixture provides a quick burst of energy, making it a popular choice for those needing a satisfying snack before or after a workout. The balance of protein, carbs, and fats helps keep athletes fueled during long training sessions or competitive events, cementing Snickers as a reliable and energizing snack for active individuals. For those looking to enjoy Snickers in a new and exciting way, the frozen Snickers trend has taken off. Freezing Snickers bars creates a whole new texture, firmer and crunchier, with the creamy nougat and gooey caramel offering a delightful contrast to the cool chocolate coating. This refreshing twist has made frozen Snickers a popular summer treat, with many fans freezing the bars at home or even using them to create homemade Snickers ice cream. It's a simple yet fun way to elevate the Snickers experience. Beyond enjoying Snickers in its classic form, the candy bar has become a star ingredient in a variety of creative concepts. From cakes and cookies to milkshakes and gourmet desserts, Snickers' signature flavor profile is perfect for enhancing various treats. Snickers cakes, for example, combine the candy bar's rich flavors with cake layers, caramel icing, and chocolate ganache, making them a favorite at birthday parties and special occasions. Snickers milkshakes, made by blending the candy with vanilla ice cream and milk, have also gained popularity as a decadent drink. This culinary flexibility allows Snickers to be incorporated into desserts and snacks in many delicious ways. Another reason Snickers has remained so successful globally is its ability to adapt to local tastes. Mars has introduced variations of Snickers in different countries, catering to regional preferences. In some markets, Snickers has been released with almond or hazelnut instead of peanuts, giving the candy a unique twist. Limited edition flavors and packaging changes are also introduced to align with local holidays or cultural trends, ensuring Snickers remains relevant and appealing to consumers around the world. These adaptations help maintain its status as a beloved snack in diverse markets. At the heart of Snickers' enduring popularity is its role as a reliable and satisfying snack for hunger relief. The hearty combination of peanuts, nougat, caramel, and chocolate makes Snickers an ideal choice for when you need a quick, filling snack to curb your hunger. Its substantial texture and satisfying flavor have earned Snickers the reputation of being the ultimate hunger-busting treat. From its humble beginnings as a tribute to a family horse to becoming the world's most popular candy bar, Snickers has satisfied millions with its perfect balance of crunch and sweetness. This iconic treat, crafted by Frank Mars in 1930, has stood the test of time, evolving to meet the changing tastes of consumers while maintaining its essential charm. With so many ways to enjoy it, one thing's for sure, Snickers isn't going out of style anytime soon. It has proven to be more than just a candy bar. It's a cultural phenomenon that resonates with people everywhere in its timeless appeal that will always ensure it remains a favorite for generations to come. Are you a Snickers fan? Let us know in the comments what your favorite way to eat it is. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more sweet stories about the world's favorite treats. Whether you're a classic Snickers lover or have a unique twist on how you enjoy it, we'd love to hear from you. Chocolate, a global obsession and, on its own, an industry worth billions. And when you think of chocolate, one name stands out: Hershey. Hershey isn't just a brand, it's the giant of the sweet empire, pumping out millions of chocolate bars every single day. From the first bite to the last, Hershey has been at the heart of our chocolate cravings for over a century. Stick around, because we're about to find out how Hershey keeps the world craving more, from its innovative production process to its commitment to making the world a sweeter, more sustainable place. Back in the late 1800s, Milton S. Hershey had already made a name for himself by mastering the art of caramel making. Using fresh milk, which was a pretty big deal at the time, he created some of the most delicious caramels anyone had ever tasted. But everything changed when Milton visited the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. There, he spotted some German chocolate-making machinery in action, and had what we'd call today a major aha moment. Chocolate was the future. By 1900, Milton sold his wildly successful Lancaster Caramel Company for a cool $1 million to chase his chocolate dream. At the time, chocolate was a luxury only the wealthy could afford, but Milton wasn't about to let that slide. He set out to create milk chocolate that was affordable, delicious, and most importantly, for everyone. After countless experiments and probably a few late nights, he cracked the code. That same year, he launched the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar. Milton had a goal to build something bigger than just chocolate, a community. So in the early 1900s, he created Hershey, Pennsylvania. And when we say he built a town, we mean a whole town. It had homes, schools, parks, and even a zoo. While making chocolates, Milton was making a better life for his employees. It was the ultimate sweet deal and became a model for company towns everywhere. After the milk chocolate bar's wild success, Hershey kept the momentum going. In 1907, they dropped Hershey's Kisses. Then came Mr. Goodbar, Crackle, and a lineup of other irresistible treats. Hershey wasn't just satisfying sweet tooths, they were rewriting the rules of the candy game, making premium chocolate something everyone could enjoy. Behind every Hershey's chocolate bar is a story that begins with the humble cocoa bean and ends with pure, sweet joy. But for Hershey, it's never just about making chocolate, it's about doing it the right way. It all starts in the cocoa-rich land of Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire. These two West African countries supply a whopping 70% of the cocoa beans Hershey uses. Ghana's beans being a rich, bold flavor, while Côte d'Ivoire's beans add a nutty, silky smoothness. When blended, they create the signature taste that's made Hershey's a household name for over a century. Hershey is also about making a difference. Ethical sourcing is at the heart of their process. They work directly with farmers to promote fair labor practices and sustainable farming. Through their Cocoa for Good initiative, Hershey takes sustainability to the next level. Their $500 million program, launched in 2018, aims to improve the lives of cocoa farmers and their communities by 2030. From better education and healthcare to encouraging eco-friendly farming, Hershey is driving change where it matters most. And it's more than helping people, it's about protecting the land to ensure that the cocoa farms of today thrive for generations to come. Long before the cocoa bean is transformed into those iconic bars and kisses, these beans undergo a fine process that shapes their flavor and quality. It all starts with the harvest. Cocoa pods are carefully plucked from trees. Inside, the beans are cradled in a sugary pulp. The real magic kicks off with fermentation, a process that's absolutely essential for developing that rich, deep chocolate taste. Over several days, the beans are left to ferment, their natural sugars breaking down and unlocking complex flavors. It's a transformation you'd almost call alchemy. Once fermentation works its magic, the beans take a sunbathing session. Spread out under the warm rays, they're dried to perfection, ensuring they're preserved for the journey ahead. This is more about locking in the essence of the bean, protecting the flavors and quality that will define every Hershey's creation. From the sun-soaked drying fields to the halls of the Hershey factory, the cocoa beans begin their incredible transformation into the silky chocolate we all love. First up, sorting. When the beans arrive, they're cleaned and grouped by size to ensure everything's just right for what's coming next. Once sorted, it's time for the roast. High temperatures work their magic, bringing out the oils inside the beans and coaxing out those deep, rich flavors that make Hershey's chocolate unforgettable. The factory smells like heaven during this stage, and the beans are officially on their way to greatness. After roasting, the beans are cracked open to reveal the good stuff, the nibs. These tiny treasures are separated from their shells and ground into a smooth, velvety paste called chocolate liquor. Don't let the name fool you, there's no booze here. This is pure chocolate essence, the foundation of every Hershey's treat you've ever loved. With the chocolate liquor ready to go, the real magic begins, the transformation from cocoa to Hershey's flavor. Unlike many other chocolate makers, Hershey relies on fresh milk, not powdered, as the foundation of its creamy goodness. The milk is blended with sugar in a unique taffy-like mixture using the lyosis process, a carefully guarded technique that adds a slightly tangy, one-of-a-kind flavor that sets Hershey apart from the rest. Once the milk and sugar combination is perfected, it's time to bring it all together. The chocolate liquor is added, and the mixture undergoes refining, where it's ground and blended until it achieves that silky smooth texture. With the flavor perfected and the texture silky smooth, the next steps are all about turning that luscious mixture into the chocolate we know and love. The process begins with conching, where the chocolate is mixed and refined even further. This step ensures not just smoothness, but a balanced flavor profile, as the chocolate is heated and stirred for hours, sometimes even days. It's a slow, deliberate process, but the result is worth every second. Next comes tempering, a delicate dance of heating and cooling the chocolate to achieve the perfect consistency. This step gives the chocolate its glossy finish and that satisfying snap when you break off a piece. It's all about control, ensuring the cocoa butter crystals align just right for both texture and appearance. Finally, the chocolate is poured into molds, whether for classic bars, fun shapes, or those iconic Hershey's Kisses. Once molded, it's cooled and solidified, ready to be wrapped and sent off to delight chocolate lovers everywhere. At this stage, the journey is complete, and the chocolate is nothing short of perfection. Once the chocolate has taken its final form, it's time for the last leg of the journey, getting it ready for the world. Advanced packaging systems take over, with automated lines wrapping each bar, kiss, or treat with precision. These machines are fast and designed to protect the chocolate from the rigors of shipping and handling. Every wrapper, box, and seal plays a part in preserving that signature Hershey's quality. Before anything leaves the factory, every bar is checked, every wrapper secured, and every batch inspected to meet Hershey's high standards. From there, the chocolate begins its global journey, traveling to stores, homes, and hearts all over the world. It's the final step in a process rooted in care, craftsmanship, and a commitment to delivering happiness in every bite. Hershey's isn't just about making great chocolate. They're tackling big environmental challenges too. By working with farmers, Hershey's is cutting back on tree loss and promoting fair wages and sustainable farming to tackle deforestation. It's about helping the planet and the people who grow cocoa thrive together. Then there's climate change. With unpredictable weather, water conservation has become a priority, and Hershey's is all in, making sure every drop counts. They're cutting down on plastic waste during packaging with recyclable and compostable options. Hershey is definitely showing that chocolate can be sweet for both people and the planet, a legacy worth savoring. And there you have it, Hershey's sweet journey from bean to bar. Hershey continues to shape the chocolate world, making sure every bite is as sweet for the environment as it is for your taste buds. If you enjoyed this Hershey's journey, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time, and remember, chocolate is always a good idea.